are two 7mm bolts or screws right underneath here, one on each end. Remove those. Now you can take this cover, pull straight out, it pops off. Then with a 10mm, let's remove the 4 mounting bolts for this plate. There we go, set that aside. Right here is the motor. Let's unplug it. Okay, set that down. Now I'm going to cut this wire tie here. That's holding the wiring. It's holding the wiring harness, kind of attached to the rest of the steering column. So get that out of there. There we go. Now the wiring harness is free, and the only thing that's left is with a 12mm. Let's unbolt this motor. Now I do have a collection bucket underneath, because in case any sort of fluid makes its way out, I don't want it getting on the carpet. I'm going to take this one out all the way, and then I will make sure that when I take the top one off, the motor doesn't just come flying down. Okay. Now you can grab onto this power steering motor, pull it out a little bit. You'll notice that it doesn't really want to come out by itself, but if you wiggle on the steering wheel and pull at the same time, it's slowly releasing it, which is perfect. It's a pretty tight fit in there, so now twist it whichever way you need to remove it. And here is your old power steering motor. The new motor came with a new O-ring, so install that, and then you also have some lubricant that it came with. Now this lubricant you want to apply to the splined area on the outside. Oops. Now let's take it and line it back up with where it needs to go. Once it starts onto the splines, there we go, it fell right in. So that's perfect, and just so it doesn't fall out, I'm going to start in the 2 bolts. There we go, that one started. Let's do the top one as well. Torque these to 14 foot-pounds. Okay, that's 14. All right, that's 14 foot-pounds on both of them. Let's bring the wiring harness back to where it was. It came around the front of it like that, and then twisted, plugged right into here. There we go. And if you feel the need to wire tie it back up here, you can, but this one's pretty snug in here, so no need for that in my opinion. Let's get this plate mounted back on. Line it up. Start in the bolts. I'm going to start all of them in before I snug any of them up, just because I don't think it's going to line up if I tighten one first. Last bolt. Where is it? Make sure these are nice and snug. Okay, now we can put this cover on, line up all the push clips, snap it into place, and then you had the 2 7mm screws at the bottom. Let's get this resecured in here. There it is. Snug these up. All right, now turn on the car and test out your new power steering motor.